Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This EP was so bad, I was too lazy to put up the green screen for it. It's not worth it at all. So we're going back to a classic, just me yapping in front of a camera type video to review the new Machine Gun Kelly and Trippie Redd EP, genre sad boy. MGK, one of the worst artists of this generation, hands down, has come back with a collab tape with one of the most boring artists in recent times, Trippie Redd, which honestly sucks to say because there was a point where Trippie Redd was actually pretty good, back in middle school. I fucking loved Love Letter to You 1 and 2. I thought that shit was great, and even looking back now, it's still pretty good. It holds up. MGK, though, always been trash, never made a good album or song, really. And before we even get into the music, I have to rant about just everything about this album outside of the music. First off, what is this title? Genre Sad Boy is such an awful name to title your album in the good year of 2024. This actually sounds like some shit that should have came out in like 2017 or 2018. It sounds like they were like watching sad Bart edits in the studio and came up with this thing. Like, goddamn, it is actually just the cringiest fucking title I have ever seen. Like, I cannot think of a cringier project or album EP title at all. Not only that, what is this cover? What is this cover? This is such an unaesthetic cover. It is so ugly. Anyways, though, now that I've got that out of the way, yes, the album is as bad as the title. It is as cringe as the title. I don't know why I keep calling it an album. It's an EP. I'm sorry. I only did one listen of this album. That's all you really need, though, because this thing is so surface level. There was, like, nothing to dissect about this thing. It is just so plain and bland that a second listen would just be torture for me. And I was like, oh, this thing is only a few tracks. So I guess I could just do like a track by track like review of each song for this video, but most of them are just the same thing. Super over melodramatic piano or guitar beats while Trippie Redd is doing the same shit he's done for the past fucking decade or whatever, and MGK doing his same old boring ass raps. There are also some songs where MGK tries singing. They all sound fucking terrible. MGK cannot sing. Rock is a genre that generally is pretty lenient on vocalists. There are a lot of like really weird and out there rock vocalists that get away with it because the genre kind of like leaves room for imperfect vocals, like at Kurt Cobain or even Rivers Cuomo. Those guys are not like perfect singers by any means, but they made classics. MGK sucks at making rock. His vocals are just god-awful. And on this album, you don't have, like, the flashiness of the pop-punk stuff he was doing in the background. You just have his raw singing, because the beats on this thing are just so stripped back that all you can focus on is his god-awful voice. He cannot sing. Please stop singing, MGK. It sounds awful, please. The only compliment I can really give this thing is that about, like, halfway through it, they finally stop using these overly melodramatic beats, like I said, and they go to, like, some more upbeat stuff, but that's, like, the only compliment I have, I guess, for not being as fucking boring as the rest of it. Even when the beats are less boring, though, the lyrics are still so fucking painful. This album is about being sad. Could you tell by the title? They're sad boys. They're gonna fucking talk about being sad. And that is all you get. Such surface level lyrics about being sad. There are multiple times where they literally just be like, oh, I'm sad, I'm so lonely. No fucking nuance, nothing. It is just unbelievable how this thing is coming out in 2024. This was cringe in like 2018. Why would you make this now? I know I keep saying that, but I genuinely do think that this sounds like it was straight out of 2018, like back when sad Bart edits were like everywhere and like you could get away with being super like melodramatic and cringe like this. But no, we are in 2024. This is just awful. There's a JID feature on one of the songs, and surprisingly, it is actually terrible. It's easily the worst JID verse I've ever heard. I don't know if like J. Cole made him hop on this shit for fucking like clout points or something, but it's just awful. He sounds terrible here. His verse sucks. The writing is bad. On the song No More, MGK says he doesn't do trends no more. I wish he would, because if he's not doing trends, does that mean he's gonna keep going back to this cringe-ass 2018-ass shit? Like, please go back to pop-punk at this point. Jesus Christ. Even though the pop-punk stuff sucks. God, this EP is so just awful. It is, everything about it is pretty much bad. It's boring. It is plain. The lyrics are super surface level and cringe. It's cringe. That's like one of the biggest points. This album is cringy as fuck. So yeah, I mean, what else would you expect from an MGK project at this point, though? I'm gonna give this thing a 1 out of 10. Wait. You thought the video was over, though? You thought the review was done? Because you're right, the review of that album, their EP, is done. But no. I gotta talk about some more garbage while we're on the topic of trash. We were blessed this week with even more garbage before this thing, and that is with the Camila Cabello single, I Love It, featuring Playboi Carti. This thing is garbage, and I have to talk about it right now because I don't feel like making an individual video. And we just talked about a 1 out of 10 EP, so might as well throw it in with it. Oh, this song is so fucking painful. This song is if someone listened to an A.G. Cook and Charlie XCX song, and they weren't even like, oh yeah, I could do that. They were like, I could literally just copy this to a T. And that is pretty much what they did, except it's not Charlie XCX, and whoever produced this is not A.G. Cook, so it doesn't sound good. The songwriting is so lame. It is kind of just like XD random type shit, honestly, and it just doesn't work at all. Camila Cabello is such an uninteresting vocalist, too, that she just does nothing on this thing. She has, like, nothing that stands out. Nothing stands out about this track. It is so derivative. Not to mention the annoying-ass, I love it, the hook, chorus, whatever. It's terrible. It's so lazy. If I had one compliment about the track, I'd say that the post-chorus is kind of good. I kind of like it, honestly. It's kind of catchy. Although the Gucci Mane samples are weird and unnecessary. But there's somebody else on this track that we have to talk about, and that is Mr. Playboi Carti, who has been going on this feature run lately instead of dropping his own music or going on his own tour that he for some reason just canceled. Playboi Carti is easily one of the laziest artists in the industry when it comes to like releasing music or doing anything really. But at least he backed it up with like good music. No, he's becoming like one of the laziest artists in terms of just artistry lately. This deep voice shit that he's been doing lately is so uninteresting. It is so boring. Just get a future feature, please. There are other people with better deep voices. Why pick Carti? Remember what made Carti good back then? It was like the baby voice and his minimalistic shit that like was really hard to do, but he did it really good. And he just stopped doing it for some reason. I don't know why. So once you take everything good away from him, he's just nothing. The deep voice shit sucks. It is terrible. It sounds fucking stupid. He actually sounds dumb. Not to mention, his writing has never been good, but for some reason, it's even worse now that he's been doing the deep voice shit. There's a part where he literally just starts going, I don't think he's even trying to say anything. I think he is like that fucking lazy that he's not even trying anymore on these verses. And he doesn't need to. His fan base does not give a shit. They will eat it up anyways. They're eating up this song, even though the song sucks. But yeah, that's the end of the rant for I Love It by Camila Cabello. It's like a 2 out of 10 song, honestly. Yeah, it's bad. Probably gonna end up on the worst songs of the list. The worst songs of the year list. Sorry, I'm going numb. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video. Tell me what you thought about the MGK EP. Tell me what you thought about the Camila Cabello Playboi Carti song in the comment section. Tell me if you think I'm right or if I'm wrong. If you disagree, agree, tell me why. And yeah, drop a like if you enjoyed the videos. Please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.